Oh, where'd it go? RetroArch quit unexpectedly. Comments busted. This will be sent automatically to Apple. Yeah, Apple can know that RetroArch is busted. That's fine. I was hoping it would go to the devs of RetroArch, but no such luck. No such luck. Okay. Pokemon time. Oh yeah, we need to change... Oh no, we're still playing a GTA game, right. Of course we are. Oh, we must have caught... Mewtwo and Unknown last time. They're on my sticky note as things to do, but we must have caught them. We did. Okay. Then I'm going to cross those off the list. So, we need Raikou. How do you get Raikou? There's a couple of different ways I've seen to do it. But the main does Raikou appear at level 40 or level 50 in this game? What level Raikou FireRed? Level 50. Okay, fantastic. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take this Dugong, who is level 49, and we're going to put them at the front of our party. Okay? We're just gonna... No, we kind of want Dragonite, I think. Just put you here. Okay, so we've got Dugong. We want Dugong to lead. And now we need to... We need to fly... because we need to go shopping. We need to purchase some max repels. In Pokepia, I'm seeing late game interaction. Am I right in saying you may not want to see that? I think the chances of me playing Pokepia are not zero. So... You know, I'm okay with seeing some, like, screenshots or whatever, but if there's, like, I don't know, story, like, I don't know how much story there is to that game. I would say avoid anything that you would consider story spoilers, but if there's just, like, cute crap happening that's nice and wholesome and you want to share with the world... I say that's fine. You can share that in the Discord, and I won't get too upset. I don't know if that adequately answers your question or not, but that's kind of how I feel about it. All right, so what we're going to do is we're gonna go to Fuchsia City. We don't know where Raikou is, because we've never met Raikou. A funny conversation making fun of legendary... Yeah, that's probably fine. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Something like that, I think it's going to be long enough to where, you know, between me playing that... I could hack one in. No. I could not do that because that would soil my sick gamer score. So we actually don't want to do that. That would be not cool. Maybe we do actually want to be in Fuchsia. I keep second guessing myself here. If I were to use actual cheat codes, or were to use arbitrary code execution, that would make me ineligible for all my sick imaginary internet points that I've earned in hardcore mode. So no, we're not doing that. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We've got Dugong in the lead, who's level 49. My sticky note fell down. It's okay. Glitching to get rare candies is apparently totally kosher, though. I don't make the rules. I just exploit them. So Dugong is large and in charge, right? And we're gonna save just in case we burn through all of these max repels. So the way repel works is that, you know, let's go here and find a wild Pokemon. All right, level 20. All right, so if I use a max repel and like the Pokemon in the lead of my party is only level 18, the repel won't work and I will still run into level 20 Pokemon. But now that I have a level 49 Pokemon in front, I will only run into Pokemon level 49 or higher, possibly only level 50 or higher. So I'm going to run around here for a little bit. And, you know, we're not getting any wild Pokemon, which makes sense. You know, we don't really expect to. So the way Raikou works as well... I don't know if I have my town map on me. If I ever even got one. I did. So right now, Raikou is somewhere. And honestly, I don't even know if he's on the Kanto continent. He might be on one of the Sevi Islands, for all I know. But he's somewhere. Now, every time I change routes, he's gonna be somewhere else. So I'm just gonna go here and go here. And now he's gonna be somewhere else. He might be in the same place that he was, but more than likely he's moved. Actually, as I recall, it's more effective to go in and out of buildings. And that's why we do it here, because then he, like, jumps a wider distance. If you go, like, in and out of buildings or if you fly, it's, like, more effective somehow. I don't quite understand it, but... Okay. We gotta do another repel. You heard on the secret retro achievement server that cheating is based and you can totally get away with it? That's nice. Why don't you go ahead and try that? I'm happy to do it this way. But, you know, I'm glad that you're cool enough to be on the Secret Retro Achievements Discord. I hope you guys are having fun with the Wii launch. Have they told you what the next console is that they're gonna make achievements for on the secret server? Because, you know, inquiring minds would like to know. The Newton. Oh, sick. I have a Newton. I don't know if I have any games for it. But, you know, at least I could enjoy the homebrew scene. So that'd be pretty cool. I'm hyped for that. I hope they support the Pippin at the same time. I don't have a Pippin, but I just think that would be really neat to have Pippin support. Homebrew scene? Yeah, so, you know, like when we were playing Uma Musume Delish Derby, right? I hate to break it to you, so maybe sit down if you're not. That game was not licensed by Nintendo. Nintendo did not authorize or have anything to do with that game, even though it ran on Game Boy hardware. We ran that in emulation. That was a fan-made thing. It's not a real game. I mean, not a retail game. You can't buy it in stores. So anytime we have games like that, usually referring to games released like after the lifespan of the console, they call that homebrew. There's a lot of it out there. The Wild we're playing? Ah, good. I don't know if we're doing well. I only keep up with hockey if my wife is keeping up with hockey, and I don't think she's been keeping up with hockey, which might mean that we're doing poorly again. I'm not certain. Boy, I do wish there were an easier way to find Raikou, but this is it. Someone is trying to text me, and I guess I didn't turn off my notifications. There we go. Oh, thank you, Mac, for letting me know that I turned Do Not Disturb on. Didn't know I got a little alert like that. That's dumb. I like that. Gotta love the Apple ecosystem, man. I don't really know how many steps we would expect to run around before we see Raikou. I would guess it'd be like, you know, around 100. We would maybe expect to see him. Because, like, I don't know how the wild Pokemon tables are altered to include him. If they just, like, give him, like, a base 5% chance to appear, or what that is. I'm just not sure. Yeah, there's oh gosh. When you get into, like, top tier Pokemon, it's basically all math. It is all spreadsheets and probabilities, and it's that's not how I like to Pokemon, frankly. I'm interested in some of the math portions of Pokemon, like, you know, some of the drop tables, the rarity of Pokemon. Some of that appeals to me. Some of that probability. But, like, the outcome of a battle and, like, the dice rolls involved with that, I don't care for that. I don't like to play Pokemon like that. I don't find that engaging. It's just not for me. Math to see if Dream is cheating. Love that math. Rewatch that math, like, probably once every 6 months or something. Like, it's good. It's good math. Alright, we're just gonna do, like, a hard reset of the step encounter thing, and we're gonna fly to, like, really try and juggle where Raikou is. And, you know, this might not be effective, or it might, like, it might make my chances worse. It might make him run farther away. It is difficult to say. There's nothing more exciting than this. This is peak gameplay. The alternative is we just, I don't know, do random nonsense for however long and just hope, right? We just hope that Raikou dares to show up randomly, completely randomly. We're trying to fish him out, but it's tough. You know, I think if we were playing Emerald, we might be able to increase our chances to find Raikou if we had a Pokemon with Lightning Rod as their ability. The people who do math for Civ. Yeah, some of that can be pretty rough. Civ 3, I mean, most of the combat is pretty easy. It's like pretty simple fractions. There isn't too much like dice roll spicing it up to really contend with. There aren't like too many weird modifiers. You got your landscape modifiers, like if you're on a hill or a mountain. Otherwise, it's basically just your unit's base stats. So Civ 3 math isn't too hard if you wanted to do it, but of course I rarely want to do it. Unknown, better than the legendary dogs. Have I seen the movie? Yeah, I've seen the movies. I've seen Yami Yugi the Pharaoh guest starring as Entei. What do the unknown have going for them? I don't know, they can sing. Jigglypuff can sing, though. So is Jigglypuff better than the dogs? Could be. Possibly. It's a bold take. Alright, we might have to do a soft reset here, because we're running out of repels. I don't know, we might just try and find a different patch of grass to run around in. I don't know. Look, this is all I know. I will say, at this point, if you want to look up, if you hate watching this and you're like, what's the best way to catch Entei, Raikou, Suicune in FireRed, Leaf Green, and if you can find a better strategy, I am open to it. I will permit you to you know, kind of coach me on this. This is the best method I know. You hated this? Yeah. When I used to hunt for Latios. So the thing is, with Latios, I never had like a Master Ball. Well, yeah, that's probably true. I think with Latios, I had already used my Master Ball on either Groudon or Rayquaza the very first time. So I ran into him, and I hit him once, and then he ran away, as he does. But then he was in my Pokedex, and I could see where he was hiding on the map. And so I found that the best place to try and track him down was Mauville City, because you've got 4 different routes, right, that you can get to from Mauville City, and then you can kind of triangulate on him, you know, by forcing him to move, by moving to different routes and such. That was my strategy, and then eventually I caught him in probably an Ultra Ball, I imagine, because I wasn't going for style points back then. You know, nowadays I'm like, everything should be in a Premier Ball, because Premier Ball is the coolest. But you know, back then I was just like, yeah, whatever Pokeball I got is fine. No, we haven't even met Raikou. And we haven't, like, we've done a fair bit of dilly-dallying in post-game. So, like, in theory, we could have met Raikou by now, but we haven't. Yeah, that's the trouble. We don't even know where... There he is! He's right here! Boom. Get in the Master Ball, you idiot. And you pretty much are advised to use a Master Ball on Raikou in this game because there's a glitch where if Raikou uses Roar, he despawns forever. Forever, and you will never catch him. And that's a dumb glitch. Get in the Master Ball, Shinji. You know what? Sure, you could be called Shinji. Why not? Also, another bug in this game, Raikou's stats are trash. And that's just true of all of the legendary dogs. All of the roamers in FireRed and Leaf Green. If we look at Raikou, and I'm not going to break out an EV calculator, because, again, that's like math that I don't really care to do. But if you were so inclined to look up what possible stats a level 50 Raikou could have, he's got a hardy nature, for those playing along at home, you will find that his HP stat might be somewhat normal. His attack stat can be... So IVs range between 1 and 31. I'm sorry, it's the math. Or between 0 and 31. I think he can have up to 31 of his HP IVs. He can have perfectly normal HP stats. He can have up to like 10 or 15 of his attack IV. But then the rest, defense, special attack, special defense, speed, all of those IVs are set to 0. 0. His stats are bad. He is a bottom tier Raikou. If you want a good Raikou, you gotta go buy Pokemon Coliseum. And have you priced Pokemon Coliseum lately? It's bonkers. I've got XD somewhere, thankfully. So, the only thing left to do is to level up our little Togepi and get it to evolve to a Togetic. And by doing so, we will have completed the Pokedex. Which, I don't know... I'm trying to think if I've ever, like, completed the FireRed Pokedex before. And honestly, I doubt it. Oh, dang! We've been carrying Togepi so long, he's just, like, already super friendly towards us, and he only needed one rare candy to evolve? Heck yeah! Heck yeah! Gotta catch them all. 50 points for that. Okay. Awesome. Well, what is there left to do in this game? I mean, that's like... That's huge. There's the Battle Tower, which I might have to, like, do a sit down and think about what I want to do about Battle Tower. So here's the thing. We'll talk about Battle Tower in a minute. The other thing we can do is we can do round 2 of the Pokemon League. Now, I'm going to be honest. I don't think our current team stands much of a chance. But, you know, we'll give it a try. We'll give it the old college try. You know, how bad could it be? We are taking Mewtwo with us. I think that's a given. Who are our good Pokemon again? Yeah. Helix. Do we want Mystic Water, Dragon Fang, Charcoal, Miracle Seed? Oh, do you have Giga Drain? Is that why you have the Miracle Seed? Yeah, you do. Okay. Mewtwo, who has I've done no EV training on Mewtwo, but Mewtwo's just a beast and is level 70, so yeah, you can hang with us. And Muriel, who's an Ice Beam, Meteor Mash, Metronome, and Moonlight. Kind of a meme, if we're honest, but we like her. Let's at least do this. Let's at least give rare candies to get everybody up to at least level 60. I think that's reasonable. Why is she a meme? Because Bomb never believed in her, for one. So, look, in doing, like, a tier list of, like, what's a good Pokemon, like, Clefable is not gonna be one of your best choices. And certainly, I could be doing a lot to optimize probably everybody's movesets. Ice Beam is a solid choice for Muriel. She's got good special attack. Meteor Mash, that's a meme. That's basically, that is a physical steel type attack. She is not a physical attacker. And I prevented this Pokemon from evolving for so long so we could get Meteor Mash. So that's a, you know, I kind of hamstrung our progress to some extent just so I could get this move. And then Metronome, right? That's a pure meme. That's a move that chooses a random move from the entire list of Pokemon's moves, including Self-Destruct. And then Moonlight, it can heal itself. Big whoop. Yeah, let's see how we do. I don't think we'll do well, but we can give it a shot. We can give it a chancey. That sounds unethical to repress their growth. Well, here's the thing. For some Pokemon, I would agree with you. Like Spearow, which evolves into Fearow at level 20. But if you stop it from evolving at level like 36 or something, it will learn Aerial Ace, which is a really good move that normally you can only learn by a TM. So like, there's a desire to want to do that. Bye, Wally. He's not ready to see me fail. I don't blame him. But like, so Spearow, the way he grows is through level up. We weren't really repressing Clefairy's growth, right? We weren't pressing B and saying, no, you're not allowed to evolve. It evolves via Moonstone. All I have to do to make it to evolve is give it an item, and I just never gave it that item, so yeah, totally fine. Does it eventually become Spyro the Dragon? I don't think so. Alright, let's... Okay, so who's first in the Elite Four? Lorelei, right? God, we... we don't have any great options for Lorelei. Oh, you know what? We should maybe buy some, like, revives and junk. Full restores. Full restores would be good. Revives would be good. We'll just have 25 of each. That should cover us, I think. So we don't have... I do not remember, like, what their updated teams look like, really. I imagine Bruno has a Steelix. I imagine Agatha might have a Misdreavus. I know the champion has a Tyranitar. This feels more chill and less dangerous than Fire Emblem. I mean, probably. Let's just, let's start with Mewtwo, and we'll see what happens. We don't talk about Bruno, no, 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 no. I do. I was never given the memo to stop talking about Bruno. I, Lorelei, have returned. You know how it goes. No one can best me when it comes to icy Pokemon. Freezing moves are powerful. Your Pokemon will be at my mercy. Blah, 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 blah. Starting with Dugong, level 64. Oof, we probably should have used more rare candies. Cloyster. Yeah, we're gonna try... We're gonna try Giga Drain on Cloyster. Bruno Fernandez has been great in the Premier League. That's good. That's good. See? We should talk about Bruno. There's a lot to appreciate. Trying to think, what ice Pokemon... Like, I guess in theory you could have added a Sneasel. I don't think they add any Hoenn Pokemon to their teams. I think any Pokemons they do add are going to be from Johto. They're going to be Gen 2. Thoughts on Bruno Mars? I still like Uptown Funk. 24 Karat is pretty aight. Never really cared for Grenade. I think that's Bruno Mars. Yeah, he's okay. He gets a pass. Lovely kiss. I'm asleep. How dare you? How dare you? Wake up. So we might apply some rare candies between battles here. Honestly, we might just bump everybody up to level 70 because I can, basically. Yeah, this is going exactly as well as as it deserves to. So the reason I'm going for Mega Kick rather than Bite is because I think Jinx has a high special defense because Flamethrower barely touched her. And Bite in this generation is still a special move. All dark moves are special moves, whereas Mega Kick is a physical move. The downside with Mega Kick, of course, is that it's got very poor accuracy. Was there a move that made that? Yeah, they played the bad trip move, and it was super effective, man. It was so effective. Man. So the good news, my new earbuds are working great, and you know, they're not going to be the limiting factor in the stream as far as battery life. The bad news is, this ear is really itchy, and like, there's not an elegant way for me to just scratch my ear on stream. I know I scratch myself a lot on stream anyway. I am acutely aware of that when I watch back recordings. I'd like to do that less, but I don't know. It is what it is. But I don't know, like, I can't just dig my finger in my ear in the middle of stream. That's a bit uncouth, isn't it? So we just kind of have to suffer. Japanese ASMR cleaning streamers. No thank you. Look, the people that appeals to are the same people who watch pimple popping videos. Which isn't me. I know some people who that would appeal to. Oh, waterfall would actually be a good move here. It's like a... Oh, ooh. It's a fetish? No. I said somebody. I didn't say it was you, Bob. I will not name the guilty, but I will just say I know of a person. I know of a person who they're kind of into that. And that's fine. I just want nothing to do with it myself. There are salons where you can get your ear cleaned. So that might... Here's the thing. That might feel nice. I'm not gonna lie. Like, that might feel really nice. I would never want to pay the money for that. And I would definitely feel weird, like, if it was, like, not part of, like, a standard package of service. Like, I'm not gonna put an add-on for the ear cleaning thing. Because I've had an ear massage before, and that felt really nice. So that's kind of where I'm coming from with that. Like, somebody else touching your ears can feel nice. That's all I'm saying. Alright. Rare candy. Let's get these guys up to level, oh wait, so 54. Yeah, we've got just enough. We've got just enough. Erogenous zones? What the crap does that mean? Does that... Are you saying, like, some people are, like, turned on? Like, they get sexual arousal when people touch their ears? Yeah, I believe it. I'm sure that's true. Ooh, outrage! Yeah, we want to learn outrage. Yeah, we want to learn outrage. Well, do we? Is it that much better than Dragon Claw? It's only 10 more power. But it is like the signature dragon move. Yeah, let's learn outrage. Don't be a wimp. Use outrage. While I'm doing this, let's discuss the trainer tower. So, in the Sevi Islands, there exists a tower. And you have to beat the tower in order to get certain items. I think that's where you can get, like, additional metal coats, as well as upgrades to evolve your Porygon through trade evolution. I think you can also get King's Rock there, as well, so you can get a Politoed. So we have to beat Trainer Tower, and we have to beat it 4 times, because there's 4 different game modes. Here's the question. There is a strategy which we can employ to absolutely cheese the crap out of the Trainer Tower. Or do we want to make, like, a kind of real team and, like, you know, do real Pokemon things and, like, try to be the very best like no one ever was? It's the classic question. Is cheating based, or, you know, should we win by our own merits? What is Trainer Tower? It is a facility in which you bring in, I think, 3 Pokemon. You bring in 3 Pokemon with you. And all of the other trainers in the tower will have Pokemon the same level. And you fight. And you have to get to the top of the tower. And it's like 10 floors or 7 floors or 30 floors. It's very... Look, there's a trainer tower in like Ruby and Sapphire and Emerald and later games. This is not quite like those. This is a different beast altogether, the FireRed and Leaf Green trainer tower. But yeah, it's basically just a gauntlet of can you beat all of these trainers that have Pokemon that scale in level to the Pokemon you bring. No, there's stairs. I don't think there's an elevator. I'm pretty sure it's stairs. I'm not confident of that. It's been a long time, but I'm pretty sure it's stairs. So, how does the cheesing work? Well, the Pokemon scale to your level. And generally speaking, if you bring in, like, a level 3 Pokemon, you know, they're gonna have a bunch of weak, unevolved Pokemon that you can just mow down. We have a level 2 or level 3 Pokemon that's actually quite well suited for the tower. We have a level 2 Electrode, which we shouldn't have, but we do, because we traded a Pikachu for an Electrode in Cinnabar Island. And the way FireRed and Leaf Green works is whatever level Pokemon you trade, that's the level Pokemon you receive back. So we have a illegal level 2 Electrode. And I think right off the bat, it knows Sonic Boom, which is a move that always does 20 damage. So you can just spam Sonic Boom on Pokemon and wipe them out like they're nothing, because they're all low level, and a lot of them don't even have 20 HP. That's the cheese strategy. And if you think there's no honor in that, I will respect that decision. But that's the way we could kind of, you know, cheat. Otherwise, we just bring in a couple Pokemon that we think are good, maybe adjust their moveset a little bit, and try and make it to the top normal. I'm pretty sure that's how I did it back in the day. Hydro Pump! Oh, yeah. Oh, well, we already have Hydro Cannon, though. I don't think we'll learn Hydro Pump. I know it's like an iconic move, but we already have Hydro Cannon. Can fast hedgehogs do Sonic Boom? No, but I am told that certain fighters of the street can do Sonic Boom. You know, along with the Hadoukens and Shiryukens. We will grind you down with our superior power. Hoo-ha! Actually, come to think of it, I think blue hedgehogs can do a Sonic Boom. I think now memory is coming back to me. I think that was a glitchy mess on the Wii U. So you've got a Steelix. I don't know if you have 1 Steelix or 2. You probably have 2. Oh, and you probably have a Hitmontop now. So did you ditch Machamp, or did you ditch one of the other Hitmons? That's the question. Oh yeah, I definitely never had a Hitmontop before. So that's... yeah, I never beat the... I never completed the FireRed Pokedex because I definitely never had a Hitmontop. Yeah. This is the first time I've ever had one in FireRed and Leaf Green. Well, now you're using fighting Pokemon, so I might as well bring out the Psychic one. mean, in theory, I want to... Well, in theory, I kind of want to save some of this for Agatha or for the rival. Like, we might want to use Mewtwo on the Venusaur, right? Yeah. God, counter. I'll lean on your counter. Oh god. Or maybe you swapped... Maybe you swapped one of the Onyxes for the Hitmontop. That would make some sense, actually. That would make some good sense. No, you actually went with 2 Steelix. Okay, well, I mean, that's allowed. I just, you know, I'm not impressed. I wish Iron-Tail had a cooler animation, because, like, it feels like one of the coolest moves. It's like a really rare move that you never get to use and never get to see, and it's really powerful. I don't know, the animation's just a little lacking. Just a little bit. My job is done. Go face your next challenge. Cool. Thanks. Alright, Mewtwo. Let's have you try and embody Agatha here. Because most of her Pokemon have the poison typing. And there really aren't any great ghost moves. I mean, I guess you could have taught some of them Shadow Ball. It's possible. Ah, you have a Crobat now, too. Very good, very good. If that's your only Johto edition, I'm gonna be disappointed. Hey, Wally. Welcome back. Glad you're here. He's probably upset. He's saying, "Father, it's bedtime. You must come lay down. I am worried for you. You should not be in this chair for so long." And I say, I know. I know. Is Wally a tabby? Yeah, he's a tabby. Mr. Viss. We're gonna send out Muriel, because Muriel's normal type. Should be immune to some of the ghost-type shenanigans Misdreavus might do. Let's just use Ice Beam. Wait, you have a male Misdreavus? That's weird, actually, because oftentimes the way trainers tend to be coded is they will have Pokemon that are of the same gender as the trainer. So it's actually kind of strange that you have a male. Maybe that was only a thing in later games? Not sure. Yeah, you've been studying up on cats. You're a certified cat expert now, Bob. I believe, you know, not all tabbies are bastards, but this one definitely is. But he's very cute. And he's very sweet when he's not being a bastard. Yes, voids. Sootball is also acceptable name for black cats, especially if they're tiny. Void or Sootball are both good. Orange cats, most of them tend to be male, and they tend to be dumb, so they are all dumb orange boys. This is... Look, that's just... I don't make the rules, that's just the rules. And they hate Mondays, that's true, that's true. They're named after a candy bar. At least I think Heathcliff is a candy bar. Short-haired gray cats? Yeah, they're... Look, I haven't met one that's liked me. They all hate me, and so I just return the favor. That's all. That's all it is. That's all there is to it. Alright, let's try out Outrage. Oh, don't use a full restore. Boo! Boo! Look, I'm not using full restores in battle. I could be. And honestly, when I get to the champion, I probably will. Because... there's no reason for me not to. Yeah, no reason for me not to. They started it, yeah. Exactly. You win. I have nothing else to say. Run along, child. That's the same dialogue as always. Okay. Cool. Revive, revive, revive. Let's lead Muri. Oh, do we want to, though? What do we want to do here? I'm assuming he's still going to lead with Gyarados. Gyarados? With Gyarados. Maybe we lead with James Dean. Because, like, otherwise, James Dean isn't going to be much use, honestly. Because his attacks aren't going to be super great against the dragons, so maybe we can have him take out Gyarados. You've returned, Crispy! You can call me Lance! Yes, yes, yes! They're hard to catch and hard to raise, but they're indestructible. Are you ready to lose? Your league challenge ends with me. I'm not ready to lose. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. Is this like picking your starting pitcher? I'm gonna go with yes. I'm going to confidently say yes and not elaborate. Okay. So much for that plan. Dragon Dance. That raises speed and attack? That could be a problem. That could be a problem. Let's try and make it not a problem. Poison helps. You're gonna full restore. Not ideal, but in some ways, it might be better that you waste it on the Gyarados rather than on your dragons. Nice. Ooh, withdrew the Gyarados. Brought out Aerodactyl, because it resists poison. Well, we can still use Shadow Ball. Is Ancient Power gonna knock me out? No. We've been really lucky not to get paralyzed, honestly. It's been quite good. Hyper Beam? I'm okay with you using Hyper Beam because that means I get to knock you out next turn. Boom. Also, you swapped out your Gyarados, which means it no longer has, boosted attack and speed, so kind of a waste there, Lance, the Dragon Master. Gyarados bravely ran away. Another Dragonite? I will change Pokemon, yes. Muriel, you'll save me. Ooh, that Earthquake will be quite ouchy. Oh. Nah, Muriel's a champ. She's got this. Oh, yeah. She's got this. I'm struggling to remember who Solid JJ is at the moment. I apologize. I've seen that name. I know they probably make YouTube content, but for the life of me, I can't tell you anything about any of their videos ever. I'm having one of those moments. Voice acting. Oh, one of those videos. Right. I don't know. I haven't seen too many Pokemon videos. I know there's a couple. It seems like there's been more recently. Yeah, mainly about, like, comics and DC. Oh, Kingdra. Oh. Let's use Metronome. Why not? Rest? Ah, oh, Muriel, no. Muriel. Oh, that's... Okay, you're boosting your attack and speed. That's actually going to become a problem. Tragdor, get out here. Use Outrage, please. Yeah, good. I can tank a Surf. This is fine. I know, Wally. I'm finishing up here. I'm doing my best. Level 72. Well, I don't have enough rare candies to raise my Pokemon to level 72, so we're just gonna have to vibe with what we've got. You taught your Dragonite Ice Beam. That's an interesting choice. I will say I think I approve of it. And I think you've used all of your full restores. Nope. Nope, you sure didn't. Okay. Well, that's fine. That was some hot Dragonite on Dragonite action. I agree. Oh, the cute charm. I forgot about the cute charm. Alright, can we beat you with Meteor Mash for the memes? No. No, I knew exactly what I was saying that time. Yeah, Personberry. I know, buddy. Listen, I'm almost done, okay? And then I will come upstairs and come to bed. I know, it's very upsetting. It's very upsetting. I still can't believe my Dragons lost to you. You're now the league champion, or you would have been, but you have one more challenge left. Bobbert! You gotta beat Bobbert. You gotta beat him. He's the champ. He's the best. He's so good. Like, he's amazing. So what... I'm trying to think. I do not know what his team is. I just know he has a Tyranitar. Buddy, what was that? Stop breaking stuff. So who do I lead with? Because I don't know if he still has Pidgeot, right? He's not gonna lead with Venusaur. So we're not leading with Mewtwo. But on that same merit, he's not leading with Venusaur, so it's probably safe to lead with Blastoise? But what if he is leading with Pidgeot? Then Muriel's the best choice. Yeah, we'll go with that. Do I save? Do I be a loser and save in front of here and retry if I fail? I think I do. I don't think I'm interested enough or awake enough to do the gauntlet again. Yeah, I'm gonna take the easy way out. Yeah, I think just because Muriel's so tanky, like, it's just a good option. You worked on your Pokedex? Well, I have completed the Pokedex to the best of my abilities, so I'm pretty great. Oh, Heracross. Interesting. Ice Beam isn't super great against a Heracross. Ice Beam is not super effective against Bug. Yeah, we're switching to Leslie. Yeah, we're switching to Leslie. Hey, buddy, that's not a scratching post. Dude, why does that keep falling off? Hey! damn it! I think you're knocking that off on purpose. These speaker grills come off my speaker, and one of them fell on the ground, and he thought it looked like a scratchy post. Oh, jeez. He's got a rock move for coverage. Dang, he's good. He probably knows Earthquake too, honestly. Though the Intimidate will help. Oh, that was close. Yeah, I think you're reaching up there and knocking that down on purpose, bud. I see you reaching. I see you being a menace. I do. Wally, come here. He will not come here. He outright refuses. Refuses to come here. Alright, Venusaur. Really? Okay, yeah, sure. Send out your Venusaur. See what happens. I think I broke his AI. So that's why he probably said I can use Earthquake, and he probably did a dice roll and said that if I get a critical hit, it could kill. But God, that is deranged. Go Bernie. And there's Tyranitar. And we're just gonna use James D. It was desperation was what it was. Rock on. James D. I feel like Hydro Cannon will take you out. Dude! No! Knock it off! That is not a toy! Am I gonna have to move those speakers? Do I have to put the grills in storage? Oh, buddy, buddy, buddy. Calm mind. That's not ideal. Alright, this'll do a lot, but I think I can tank it. Oh, critical hit. Okay. Cool, 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 cool. Nah, we'll send Arcanine back out. Arcanine can finish this fight. Bernie! Bernie, Bernie! because you should have speed and strength should. Yeah. Okay, I think that said Gyarados. I, like, didn't read it. My brain just went... Well, we haven't used Mewtwo yet, and we were saving it for, Venusaur, so yeah, sure. Yeah, you can intimidate Mewtwo. Mewtwo can't be intimidated. You can try, but you will fail. I'm almost done, Wally. I'm rising up to the challenge of my rival. But Wally is watching me with the eye of the tiger. Now I can't see where he is, but I hear him making noises. He's rustling through something. He's in an empty box. He definitely is acting out in order to get my attention. He is definitely upset that I am not in bed right now. And now he's hiding in the liquor cabinet. That's brilliant. Yeah, I see you, bud. Alright, we beat Bobbert. You beat me at my best. After all that work, my reign is over. It's not fair. Why did I lose? I think all of this dialogue is the same. I don't think we get anything new for this. You have forgotten to treat your Pokemon with love and trust. That is why you have lost. And we got internet points. Heck yeah, we did. That's the greatest prize of them all right there. This has been a productive evening for... We've earned 90 internet points today. Can you believe that? 90 of them. That's like almost 100. Such a better team. I mean, all we did was swap, the only thing we did, really, was swap Scyther for Mewtwo. It's a big change, I guess. I mean, it is adding a legendary to the team. That is pretty substantial. League champ! Congratulations! Wally buddy, can you come here? Are you in a play mood? Are you trying to play? Let me see. Yeah, he's bored. He wants to play. I've got a string here for him. He's very interested in it. Well, we beat the league a second time. So yeah, we've got to do the trainer tower, and then there is also like one really annoying achievement that we can try and go for. That we will have to go for, because we do want to get all the achievements in this, right? We want to get all the imaginary internet points. There's 150 points on the table here. We have 303 out of 453 total. So the one annoying point we need to get is beat the Pokemon League just using one Pokemon. Just do a clean sweep. And I used to do that back in the day. Back in Ruby and Sapphire, I would just bring my level 100 Blaziken and just sweep. You know, and I would give a weak Pokemon an XP share, and Blaziken would do everything. So, I'm sure we just rare candy somebody to level 100, and we can do the same thing here. I have no concerns about that. It's just kind of obnoxious. It's just a little obnoxious, that's all. Just like Wally's being a little obnoxious right now. Oh yeah, Czar isn't here in chat, or if he is, he's quiet right now, but, you know, Czar picked this up on the Switch and let everybody in Discord know that they caught a shiny Geodude. They caught a shiny Geodude and got it up to shiny Graveler. Unfortunately, I don't own the Switch version of FireRed or Leaf Green, so I can't help him trade it to make it a shiny Golem. And I'm not sure the best way to rectify that, if there is a way. But yeah, that's super cool. What kids did before they had the internet to entertain them. Genuinely, I did not have reliable access to the internet during that time in my life, so yeah, pretty much. You had no internet, and you had only, like, maybe, if you're lucky, you maybe had a dozen games for the Game Boy Advance, but maybe only you liked playing, like, 3 of them. Because some of them end up being like The Hobbit, and you can just blow through it in an hour if you know what you're doing. Pika. Oh dear, oh dear. What'd you find there? You found a bottle cap. That's nice. All right. And there we go. So we'll just reboot here real quick, just to kind of, I don't know, see what's up. We used Revive on Mewtwo. We used... Dude, quit calling me out. Stop it. Had a marvelous battle with the champion Bobbert. In the end, Bobbert sent out Arcanine, while Crispy countered with Mewtwo. And it was as a result of battling with every bit of power, Cooley won the match. I used a legendary. That's basically cheating. All right. Well, that's it for this evening. Hey, we made great progress in the Pokemans. But yeah, tell me what you think about the Trainer Tower. I gotta do it. Should I do it the dumb way? Well, they're both kind of dumb. The Trainer Tower's dumb. Should I do it the legit way? Should I cheese it? I don't know. I need to quit playing because this cat is acting out because I'm not in bed. The cat says it's past my bedtime, so